clip of one of the assistant coaches chasing Caitlin Clark down as she's riling up the crowd. And it seems like she's getting scolded, reprimanded, told, hey, all that hyping up, don't do that. Don't do it. Let's take a look here first. Now here we go. Body language doctor. Body language doctor is out and about. Caitlin Clark's like, what the hell is this?
Imagine leading your team to a huge win, the crowd's roaring, cameras flashing, and just as you're about to celebrate, your own coach physically stops you. That's exactly what happened to Caitlin Clark, and the moment has social media in full meltdown. The footage is real, the reactions are wild, and nobody can believe what they just saw. Was it a power move? Miscommunication? Straight up sabotage? Whatever it was, fans aren't letting this slide. One thing's clear. Caitlin Clark got blocked. And not by the opposing team. Let's break it down.
Clark has gotten to the point where she realizes if she gives the ball to Natasha Howard, not only is she not going to get the ball back, but Natasha Howard isn't even going to look in her direction. We have officially reached that.
One moment, Caitlin Clark is electrifying the arena, dropping dimes, firing up the fans, doing what only she can. And the next, her own coach jumps in, like the celebration patrol, grabbing her like she just tried to board a plane with a full bottle of shampoo. The look on Clark's face said it all. Confusion, disbelief, that classic, did that really just happen, pause. It wasn't frustration or outrage, it was the stunned awareness that even celebrating now has limits in Indiana. Joy apparently comes with a whistle and a sideline warning.
So look, I don't think it's any secret that I'm not a fan of the Indiana Fever backroom staff. I'm not a fan of what they're trying to do to Caitlin Clark, and I fully believe they're trying to diminish, they're trying to dim the flame of Caitlin, and they're trying to make her fit in to what the WNBA used to be rather than fit out and be her. I mean that. Like, that is my opinion, and there's no question about that.
Let's be real. This isn't some isolated incident. It's just the latest scoop on a messy, awkward, and downright frustrating Sunday that's been piling up since draft night. Caitlin Clark can't even breathe without someone in her own camp trying to manage the moment. You'd think breaking records and carrying a franchise would earn her a little freedom. But nope. Even her celebrations need to go through the approval committee. It's control disguised as coaching, and fans are starting to notice.
So everybody online is talking about this play during one of the games where, as you're going to see, one of the coaches for the Indiana Fever just went and pretty much almost tackled Caitlin Clark for getting the crowd riled up, man. Why is she doing it? And I want to say that's this lady right here, Karima Christmas Kelly, one of the assistant coaches. And as you see right there, she just seemed to have went and grabbed the Caitlin Clark as Caitlin Clark was trying to get the team, the crowd amped up for a big time game. And
she's selling out arenas, revitalizing fan bases, and turning casual viewers into WNBA lifers. Yet the franchise that should be naming streets after her is treating her like an overzealous intern at a company retreat. There's a big difference between providing structure and straight-up sabotage, and this coaching staff isn't just crossing the line. They're doing cartwheels over it in heels, blindfolded with a clipboard in hand.
But like, this clip getting shown again, and it's just, in my opinion, is completely unacceptable. It is completely unacceptable. Like, if a coach did this to any other player in the league, they'd be fired. Or they'd at least be questioned for them being fired. Then goes and hits a step back three on JC Sheldon. And she goes, the whole crowd's going nuts. And she comes, and she's getting subbed off, by the way, at this stage. She's getting subbed off for the game. She doesn't go back in the game at this stage. So it's not like it's a close game. They're up 20. She does not see the floor again. Caitlin Clark is there hyping up the crowd. She's there trying to hype up the crowd. Exactly what you want. Exactly what you want. You want to see this version of Caitlyn. You want to see this players. And watch what happens here. So the coach just grabs her. Just grabs her out of nowhere. And I'm like, I don't think there's anything too malicious in that. I don't know if there's anything too malicious. We don't know what's said. But like, you can't just grab.
The management? Just as uninspiring. It's as if they stumbled upon a once-in-a-generation star and immediately handed her a checklist that reads, tone down your personality, share the spotlight with teammates who struggle to hit layups, and always keep us looking in control. Caitlin Clark wasn't just brought in to drain threes. She was brought in to revolutionize the game. Yet every move she makes seems to meet quiet resistance. If it's not her minutes mysteriously being cut, it's her teammates seemingly allergic to sharing the ball. And now this? A coach literally grabbing her mid-celebration like she's a rogue toddler at Disneyland? Come on! That wasn't just a miscommunication, it was a vibe killer. Remember, Clark has been hyping crowds since college. Her energy, passion, and enthusiasm are her trademarks. They fuel momentum and ignite excitement. But instead of embracing her fire, the Fever's staff appears eager for her to celebrate quietly, perhaps in a dark corner with a librarian clapping softly in the background. You'd think she had broken protocol. No, she was breaking records, setting ratings records no less. Yet, that still isn't enough for this coaching staff, who seem more concerned with optics than winning games. It's a missed opportunity to harness her star power and elevate the team.
That is transpiring with the Indiana Fever, but I said this yesterday, there is definitely something going on within the locker room, the front office. Something is off, man. This is the third situation in one game we have had involving Caitlin Clark and the coaching staff and pretty much another player. We had the Natasha Howard situation where Caitlin Clark bent down to tie her shoe up because she knew Natasha Howard wasn't even going to pass her the damn ball. And I'm telling you right now, that whole situation is crazy in itself. Ever since DeWanna Bonner been gone, they have simply turned this thing into the Natasha Howard team, bro.
Let's not pretend this is about discipline or team unity or whatever PR excuse is being spun. This is about control. About a coaching and management staff that seems more threatened by Clark's presence than inspired by it. It's giving insecure. It's giving unprepared. It's giving the message, we weren't ready for someone this big, so we're going to shrink her down to size. It's strange. It's tone deaf. And honestly, it's kind of sad. You can see it on her face now. When she's benched, pulled too early, or when her teammates go full tunnel vision and pretend she doesn't exist on the wing, there's a flicker of disbelief. A silent cry beneath her calm exterior. She's a competitor, a professional, a gamer. But she's also human. And this weird energy from the sidelines, it's wearing on her. The joy is still there, but it's fading. The sparkle isn't gone, it's just blinking. Eventually, someone will ask, why stay? Why keep pretending this is a developmental year when in reality, what's happening is a slow, painful rejection of everything that makes Caitlin Clark?
Last season in the WNBA, Caitlin Clark was 26.5% of all economic activity. As a rookie, merchandise in the league went up 234%. But here was the one that struck me. Before she got there, the Indiana Fever, the valuation of the franchise was $90 million. After playing, 40 games, the valuation of that team now is $340 million. I don't think it's a game you duplicate. There is no second Steph Curry. There is no other player that plays like that. She could be $1 billion athlete. Like, when I see these numbers, I'm like, oh, this is Tiger.
And let's not even get started on the broader agenda. Because the more this goes on, the more obvious it gets. There's a whole bunch of people in power who don't know what to do with a white woman breaking the mold in the WNBA. She doesn't fit the usual narrative. She's not playing the political game. She's not leaning into identity wars. She just wants to hoop, hype the fans, and win. That makes her a problem for people who prefer carefully curated underdog stories, and it's starting to feel like she's being punished for being too successful too quickly. The thing is, fans aren't stupid. They see it. They hear the tension. They read the body language. They're watching her get iced out on plays, watching her expression when she's pulled after heating up, watching that now infamous coach grab like she just tried to storm Area 51. And they're not buying the excuses. Not anymore. The problem isn't Caitlin Clark. She's been nothing but consistent, relentlessly driven, focused. A fire starter. She's brought more eyes to this league in months than others have in years, but from the looks of it, her own organization is treating her like a public relations liability instead of the gold mine she is, which is, frankly, bananas. Imagine the marketing meetings. Hey guys, let's rein in our most popular player. Maybe stop her from being awesome. Great plan.
Caitlin Clark has been knocked on her ass. She's been knocked on her ass. She's been cheap shotted. She's been poked in the eye. Everything. They have beat the Connecticut Sun. This is a month ago nearly. The Connecticut Sun beat the crap out of her. Absolutely beat the crap out of each other. But,
And if this is the direction the Fever is going to keep pushing, don't be surprised if one day Clark walks in, looks around, and says, "Nope, I'm good." Because there's only so much weird energy, sabotage, and career throttling a person can take before they decide they've had enough. And the moment she does, half the league will be waiting with open arms and better coaching. This isn't just a coaching misstep. It's a masterclass in how to fumble generational talent. She's been dealing with obstacles from day one. Nike delayed her shoe like it was a Kickstarter campaign with no funding. The league has been slow to protect her from cheap shots and public attacks, and now even her own team seems like they're more interested in neutralizing her than unleashing her. And that celebration grab? That wasn't just physical, it was symbolic. A metaphor for everything she's endured since becoming the face of this league? So yeah, fans are frustrated. They're watching their favorite player get held back, literally and figuratively. And they're tired of being told to trust the process, when the process looks this dysfunctional. You can't build a franchise on a generational star and then act like you're babysitting her through a summer camp. Enough already.
Somebody had put on there, has this coach been reprimanded, suspended, fired? This is really terrible behavior. What is happening behind the scenes? If the WNBA wants to do an investigation, they might want to look into the Fever staff treatment of Caitlin Clark. And you see right here, women are equal, correct? We all know the story. This would be if there was a male coach, why the double standard? Fire her. Coach's posture is interesting. I remember seeing it live and thought it was weird.
Either the Fever gets it together or they risk losing the very force that made them relevant in the first place. Because if Caitlin Clark finally decides she's had it, it won't just be Indiana that feels it. It'll be the entire WNBA, watching the best thing to happen to their league walk away from the nonsense and never look back. At this point, it honestly feels like the Fever are conducting a masterclass in how to lose a superstar in 30 days. The swagger that used to radiate from every three-pointer, every crowd-hyping gesture, every electric moment, it's flickering. This isn't about a shooting slump or rookie nerves. This is a franchise actively draining the fun out of basketball for the one player who made the sport fun again for millions. It's like watching a unicorn slowly turn into a mule because someone in upper management decided glitter was too distracting.
No one is giving you a chance, and it's not fun no more. Angel Reese fans no longer making it fun. They've been very draining and exhausting. The Caitlin Clark haters is no longer making it fun. They draining and exhausting. Your fans, some of the CC fans are no longer making it fun. They are draining and exhausting. Not one, is giving you the opportunity in your era to grow, for you to get better. Everyone has high expectations of you because of what you did your first year.
From a business standpoint, it's absolute insanity. No spreadsheet, No algorithm, no PowerPoint presentation can justify holding back Caitlin Clark's potential. She's not just a player. She's a brand, a media magnet, a revenue engine fueled by her talent and charisma. Yet, the Fever's management seems to think that by constricting her, they can somehow contain her star power. That smile has been replaced with furrowed brows, sidelong glances, and distant stares, like she's mentally calculating her trade value or trying to escape the dysfunction surrounding her. And who can blame her? She was drafted into chaos, thrown into a locker room with cold chemistry, coached by someone who treats her like a liability, and surrounded by teammates who seem to view her as an afterthought. Every game feels like a group project where the star student is being graded on everyone else's sloppy work. When she dares to show her personality, she gets benched, ignored, or scolded. The message is clear. Diminish yourself, Caitlin. Be less.
Caitlin Clark getting basically wrecked. This is one of the worst decisions that I have ever seen any league engage in. Caitlin Clark is the biggest draw for a team sport in my life relative to the audience that would be fans of the sport without her. Bigger than Michael Jordan was for the NBA, bigger than any NFL star has ever been. All of those sports were very popular before those athletes got there. Caitlin Clark is the golden goose. Every game she is dropping golden eggs, and they are trying to strangle the golden goose to death. It's one of the dumbest things I've
It's astonishing that a league desperate for attention would let this happen. The WNBA finally has its star, Caitlin Clark, yet instead of embracing her, they seem intent on molding her into something she's not. She's scrutinized for every expression, criticized for showing emotion, and pressured to share a spotlight she earned through talent and charisma. Confidence isn't just about making shots. It's about the environment, support, trust, respect. When the atmosphere is this toxic, even the most resilient players begin to waver. Caitlin isn't just battling opponents. She's navigating behind-the-scenes politics, subtle resentments, and whisper campaigns aimed at breaking her before she truly shines. And let's talk trade. If this is how the Fever treats their franchise savior, maybe it's time for an amicable split. She's not perfect. Nobody is. She's made rookie mistakes, taken questionable shots, and yeah, she's brash, but that's what made her unstoppable in college. That edge, that fire, that no apologies aura. The Fever clearly don't want it, so let her go. Set her free. Send her to a franchise that actually understands what a once-in-a-generation player looks like and doesn't try to smother her with mediocrity and micromanagement.
Now, I said this yesterday. I'm all for the veteran players. But at the end of the day, did we all forget that this is Caitlin's team? Like, did y'all just throw that whole situation out the window? Number 1 draft pick, rookie of the year, breaking all the damn records like they're scratch-offs? Bruh, what is we doing here, dog? I mean, Stevie Wonder could see that they tripping, man, at this point in time. I mean, I want to see the Caitlin we seen in Iowa. What happened to the Iowa CC? The greatness. I mean, bruh, we haven't seen the Logo 3 in a month, bruh.
Because here's the reality. You can't reshape Caitlin Clark without risking her breaking entirely. Forcing her into the respect your elders, wait your turn box isn't just misguided, it's destructive. She was built to lead, to take shots from anywhere on the court and to energize fans with her confidence and flair. Trying to conform her into a quiet, deferential player isn't just a mistake, it's a missed opportunity that costs the league dearly. This isn't about growing pains or adjusting to the pro level. It's a sign of an ecosystem that refuses to adapt quickly enough to embrace someone who embodies a new kind of greatness. If the league and the Fever are scared Caitlin Clark might be too much, then they were never truly prepared for the kind of success she represents. They had a star, and instead of nurturing her, they're letting her fade.
Hey, Caitlin Clark, this is for Caitlin. If you're not Caitlin, keep it pushing. Okay, this is for Caitlin only. Caitlin, what I'm about to tell you as a supporter of yours, as a fan of yours, that has been watching you since Iowa, I'm gonna hold your hand when I tell you this. The WNBA It's time to wrap that shit up, okay? It's time to go. Pack your shit up. Let's go. I don't want this for you no more, okay? I've been here. I don't want this for you no more. It's too much. Too much expectation. It's all about race. It's too biased. Everybody just wants.
What's truly baffling is how entirely avoidable this situation was. All they had to do was lean into her talent, give her the ball, the freedom, and the space to be herself. Instead, it's been nothing but pushback. Passive-aggressive coaching, questionable rotations, and a strange reluctance to play to her strengths. Now, they're even attempting to drain her spirit right in front of everyone, as if that will diminish her fire. But here's the truth. Clark may be down, but she's not out. So Fever, WNBA, everyone pretending this is just about a rookie's learning curve. Wake up. Stars like Caitlin don't come around often, and when you treat them like they're replaceable, they become unavailable. Somewhere, another team is quietly watching this chaos unfold, clearing cap space, knowing Caitlin Clark doesn't need Indiana. But without her, Indiana risks falling back into obscurity. Just another forgettable team on the schedule. Let her go before she's the one who pulls the plug, taking the league's spotlight, its energy, and its future success with her. Because losing her isn't just losing a player, it's losing the league's next big star. If you enjoyed leaving a like and subscribing, more videos are on the screen now.